Now let's take a look at knowledge demands. Knowledge demands are really about what the reader needs to know to be able to understand the text. So, if we're thinking about background knowledge, life experiences, or prior knowledge, it's really about what knowledge is needed to understand the text. So, if the text has life experiences that are typical to an elementary age student, then there's not a lot of background knowledge that's needed. So, it's going to have a low text complexity versus something that would be completely outside of their normal realm would be at the higher text complexity. Prior knowledge really goes at that subject matter knowledge. So if it's something that is typically taught in school, so if we're looking at informational text and it's something that they have lots of school experience with, that's going to have a low text complexity. Versus again, if it's something that they've never heard of or it's not typical in their life or it's not something typically learned, it would be at that higher text complexity. Cultural knowledge could also be considered literary knowledge. So if there's references to other texts that they're unfamiliar with or cultural elements that they're unfamiliar with, that would raise the text complexity. And finally, vocabulary, which again goes at that subject matter knowledge. Do they understand the vocabulary, that domain-specific vocabulary, to be able to understand the text? The more they do, the lower the text complexity demands.